afternoon, G. Hey, how
hmm
are you?
I'm just got off.
Oh, you just got up. You're
Yes,
from
night
night
shift.
shift, right?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, okay. So good morning then. All right. So, thank you for getting up this morning. So, this afternoon. So we'll try to continue with what we left off yesterday. Um, we'll just finish chapter two, or I mean part two questions today. And if we're done, then we'll try to continue with the Collins grammar book. Okay, but for the meantime, all right, let's go ahead and start or do part two questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let me open our book. Give me a second, please. We will try to answer page number or question number 38. Uh, Give me a second. Okay, 93. Okay, next. 38. I mean, oh, okay. So that was actually the last part of part two.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so I will just give you some part two questions
Okay.
um, instead of the book. All right, because I want us to focus more about part two questions uh, for speaking IELTS. All right, so let me just give you some questions here, and I will give you some sample answers also. All right, this is one thing that uh, I don't have a copy, but I will give you a copy. I once I will type it because actually I have it in a notepad. So I don't know if notepads are possible to. Hold on. Let me try and post it. Maybe I can try to show it to you. Mm,
Okay.
Give me a second, please. Mm. I'll we'll do three questions today.
hmm
Okay, and uh, let me see. Let's first start with an easy one. hmm Okay, here. Let me know when you see something on your screen. I'm uploading it now.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Uh huh. Yeah, there you go. All right. So let's first start with question number one. Okay. Describe a major decision you have taken in your life, and you should say what the decision was, what other choices were available for you, and why you made the decision you did, and explain if you think the decision was a good one. So, this is a very common question, to be honest. All right. So, I actually took this question on the British Council website for IELTS. So, this is actually a very good one. All right, so it's one of their questions. So I will give you 1 minute to focus on this question only. Don't think
Okay.
about question number two. Just focus on this question only.
hmm
All right. Okay, there you go. So you have 1 minute, and your 1 minute starts now. Just question one, okay?
Okay.
All right, your 1 minute is over. So let's see.
Mm.
Mm, I will give you 2 minutes, and your 2 minutes to answer this question starts now.
Um, the latest and the biggest decision that I made was going abroad for studying. And I
Uh
chose
huh.
America because I want to get American accent. So,
Okay.
I decided to move America in last year, in January last year. Actually,
Okay.
I have a lot of choices instead of going America, like going another country or just keep working in my country. Uh,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
uh, and um, among a lot of choices, I decided go to the U.S. because um, actually I just spent my life whole of my life in just one country, which is South Korea, and I think
Mhm.
that might be regretful when I get old because
Okay.
I want to experience totally another culture. So um, I think my choice was a good one because I I could learn um, different cultures in US, and also it
Mhm.
is not perfect now, but I can I got the opportunity to use and learn real English and speak with native people. So
Mhm.
if I have a chance, I wanna go to the US.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Oh, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Very
Ah.
good. Hold on. Uh, I don't like the first few sentence
Mhm.
when you mentioned that you are just going to America to have an American accent.
Ah.
Avoid that.
Mhm.
It's not a good sentence. It's a weak sentence. So the examiner might think that, oh, just for that? I don't think that that's going to be a big thing. So avoid those kind of things,
Okay.
those kind of reasons, okay? Well, you can include that maybe at the end of your statement.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. But not during the first part, or
Okay.
don't highlight it.
Mhm.
Mm, okay. Be careful with your past tenses. If you're using a past tense, but you're still planning to go to America, uh, I got the opportunity. I can get the opportunity to learn English.
Mhm.
I might be regretful when I get old. I think uh, uh, I might regret it when I get old. Right. So be careful. Let me show you an ideal answer. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I want to show you an ideal answer before we move on to part two.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just show you. Okay. Uh-huh. Let's look at this one, 75. Okay, there. Uh, uh, a really important decision I've made recently is to study abroad, which is the reason I'm here talking to you now. No one from my family has ever had chance a chance to study abroad before. My parents were actually hoping I'd start working for our family textile business as soon as I graduate. I think it's too soon to join the family business, so really want to study marketing, especially fashion marketing and English, so I can sell our company products. So it was a really good answer. Okay, I can learn how to do business in fashion industry, which is of course a competitive and fast moving. As for whether it was the right decision, I'm pretty confident it was. And I can change my mind for now because I borrowed money from my parents to pay for my tuition. I'm going to do my best to finish my course and I will go back to my country with new ideas. Help me expand my business, our business. All I need now is to get a good score in IELTS. So anyway, that's an important decision in my life. Okay, what a very good answer. So, what are the good things here? This IELTS candidate scores highly by, so these are the advantages of his answer. Getting straight to the point.
Mm.
So again, what I mentioned, IELTS should not be too formal. It should not be answered in a very strict manner. It should be a conversation style. So straight to the point. Look at it. I made is to study abroad. Just the first phrase itself.
Mm.
Answer the question. So avoid phrases like today I would like to talk about a really important decision. No, no. That's a lecture. That's actually a lecture. So avoid that. Paraphrasing the topic, a really important decision, then major decision. So that is also a good thing. All right. Uh, use a range of tenses: past simple, present simple. Use a wide range of grammatical forms. If I, all I need now. These are good transition statements that you can use.
Okay.
Okay. Signaling parts of the question asks for whether it was the right decision. This is actually a good phrase as well to use. Avoiding over formality. There you go. So avoid overly formal expressions. And using actually good and was pretty awesome. All right. So it's just like a casual conversation. So it's totally wrong to say that you cannot use fillers during your IELTS. It's okay.
Mm.
All right. Providing a summary sentence. Um, okay. All right. That's an important decision in my life. That's the summary part.
Mm.
All right. So there you go. That was a very good. Actually, your answers are somehow related to each other because
Yeah.
you will go abroad as well. So, do you want a copy of this?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me mail it to you. Oh my, I think I put the wrong password. Okay. All right. So, hold on. I just sent you uh Sujin Choi, right?
No, G.
That's okay. WG.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, WG0108. Okay. Because I have a lot of
Yeah,
IELTS
I
students.
totally understand.
So, uh, actually have a lot of emails, but I don't know their English names. So, I mean, I don't know their Korean names. So, it's a lot. All right, there I was able to send it. So I can see here, like questions and three answers and good points. So I want you to read that later on.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go back to the question. Question number two: describe something you do to forget about work or study. What activity it is and how often you do it, how it helps you to forget, and say whether you would recommend other people to try the same thing. I know you have a lot of ideas here, but I want you to organize it All
Okay.
right. Make use of proper phrases, not too formal. Okay. All right. So you have 1 minute to prepare, and your 1 minute starts now. Okay. Time is up. So now you will have 2 minutes again. All right. Now let's do it in a different way. I want to show you the answer first
Mhm.
before we start so that you will have an idea. Okay? I'd like to talk about horse riding, which has been my hobby since I was around 10 years old. Although you said here I'd like to talk, all right? But I think it was straight to the point right away. It he didn't include. I'd like to talk about a hobby that I do to forget about work. No, he went straight to the point. Okay,
Mhm.
all right, which has been my hobby since I was around 10 years old. I'm actually the joint owner of a horse with two of my friends, and we take turns looking after him, cleaning out the stable, and so on. I don't have part-time jobs, so I spend most of my weekends at the stable. Taking care of a horse is quite a dirty business, so it's obviously very different from studying at college. That means that I can forget about my classes during the week when I am at the stable. The weekend, there is a quite large field next to the stable, and I just get a wonderful sense of freedom when I'm riding around my horse. College seems a million miles away. Is this a very good phrase? A million miles away seems a million miles away, meaning it's too far away from what you're thinking.
Mm.
Right? So, a good expression here. Do I think other people would enjoy horse riding? Yes, absolutely. I think everyone should give it a try. Horses are absolutely wonderful animals, very gentle and intelligent. If you have the chance to ride a horse, you should definitely give it a try. Wow, this is a very good answer because it's not a typical form.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like
that.
he is giving advice, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's not like he's answering a formal question. The approach here is different compared to the first one,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Mm, showing awareness, a hyperbole, a million miles. It's like using a different word to describe his feeling. All right, all right. That is called a hyperbole. Using rhetorical question. There. Do I think other people would enjoy horse riding? Rhetorical question is like a question to yourself as well.
Mm.
All right. Rhetorical, so it's like returning to you. It's like
Mm.
do I? So I'm asking myself, do I want to eat this piece of cake? Do I want to? Do I recommend? So anything that has do I is called a rhetorical question. Going back. Alright. In this case, they use a recommendation. a good ending for a sentence. Not only a summary, but also a recommendation. It's a good way, all right, to
Right.
end an IELTS part two question. Okay, let's start. You have 2 minutes. Your 2 minutes to answer this question starts now.
Since my hobby is taking photos, whenever I have free time, I always arrange my photos to
Mm-hmm.
the storage. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Let's
okay,
start again.
okay.
Ready, go.
Oh, I'm sorry, but can I use the word arrange here?
Yeah, arrange
Okay,
my photos.
okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Or organize, so that's okay.
Okay, okay.
Ready, go.
Since my hobby is taking photos, whenever I have free time, I usually arrange my photos to the storage. Um, uh, I do it whenever I want because I have tons of photos from traveling and also from my daily life because I have a habit to take photos when I what when I see something new or when I eat delicious food. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't need
Okay.
whenever when I did this activity, I don't need to I don't need a um like professional skills or deep thoughts. I it this activity doesn't require that, so I can do it um without a lot of thinking. So it helped me a lot to get rid of stresses
Mm-hmm.
from work or study.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I really want to recommend this activity to a lot of people because um, it will help people to um, memorize some precious moments and you know um, I think the photo is only meant to remember one's life. So I always
Mm-hmm.
recommend my family or friends to take photos when you have some special days or not special days. Um,
Mm-hmm.
even in just normal daily life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, you're 10 seconds short, okay?
Yes.
So be mindful of your time. All right, I think that was okay. Some awkward vocabularies, like when you said, it will help other people memorize some precious moment. It will
Yeah.
help other people keep memories of some precious moments.
Mm,
Okay. All right. But overall, I think it was a good answer. I think you're doing it well. Just the time and some awkward vocabularies. Wow. So do you always bring your camera with you when you
uh,
go out
yeah, yeah,
most of
every
the
day.
time?
Yeah,
Nice. Uh, have you seen some of my photos? I'll show you.
yeah, I checked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you showed
Mm.
me.
Yeah. All right. Uh, I miss I miss doing street photography.
Oh
My
yeah, your
bad.
photo was good.
Yeah, but this one I recently took it in a beach. Uh, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh,
Uh,
is it
I don't know.
sunset?
Yeah,
Oh,
sunset. It was
wow.
it was a very good sunset that I was like, yeah, some streets. Uh, it could. I miss taking photos.
I feel
Tomorrow
the
I'll bring
happiness
my
from
camera.
your face.
Yeah, yeah. I shall bring my camera tomorrow. Hmm. Let's see. Uh, I will try. We will try to do question number three tomorrow,
Mhm.
since we don't have that much time.
Mhm.
Try to read the sample answers. I think it will help you a lot. Like
Okay.
what happened now. You're having some ideas on how to present your answer. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for today, Jihei. But do you have any questions?
No, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Nine. All right. You can go back to sleep, but first you must eat. Okay.
Yeah,
Have
I'm
some
very
meal.
hungry.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. Bye bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Mhm.